Hey, everybody. I am Kevin Iole. Welcome. Appreciate you joining me. It is my pleasure right now to have the champ, one of the top pound for pound fighters in the world, number 2 on KevinIole.com. I don't know where you have him ranked, but he is certainly up there in the top 5. Leon Rocky Edwards. Leon will be defending the welterweight championship, UFC 304 on July 27th. I guess in Leon's world, it's going to be July 28th because I think Leon's
28th,
going to be
yeah.
Leon's going to make the ring walk in Manchester about 2:30 in the morning or something like that. Welcome, Leon. This fight with Belal Muhammad has been long awaited. Happy to get it at home and be fighting in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I feel like to have him come to me in the UK. I feel like that's perfect for me. And this is my second main event now in the UK. Also the time is different from what normal you have. But like I say, it's a sold out arena. It's gonna be a great night of fights, and I'm excited for it, man. Not long now.
Leon, I think that they have to worry that if Belal wins, he's got to win this by knockout or by submission, because I think if he loses the decision with all those people drinking it, all day and all night, by the time they announce the decision, there might be an issue there.
Yeah, 100%. It winning anyway, so that's not even a factor. But yeah, like I said, the fans gonna be Larry. Like I said, they were drinking all night, staying up until 4 or 5 in the morning to watch the main event, and it's gonna be an amazing experience. I've done it before when Mike Bisping fought in the UK. It was a similar time. It's about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning as well, and I was on the card. I remember walking out at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and the fans are just as loud as a normal main event.
This is obviously a rematch, March 13th, 2021 in Las Vegas. A lot lower profile fight that time, a lot fewer fans. I think there was nobody in the building, if I remember correctly, that night.
Yeah, it's at Apex. It's at
Yeah,
Apex. Yeah,
yeah. And so there was
yeah.
a unfortunate poke in the eye, and that fight ended. Both of you were on long winning streaks, that fight being the only one that broke it up. You were on a 12-fight winning streak, Belal on a 9-fight winning streak. Let me ask you this. Belal doesn't seem to be getting a lot of respect by a lot of people. You were in there with him. I think most people feel like you won that first round pretty convincingly. What do you remember from that, and what do you expect from Belal?
I'm taking him serious. I'm not really listening to what nobody else think of him. Like I said, I've been in there with him. I know he's taking it serious as well, and I am focused to going out there and getting the job done. Like I said, we've had that one round, 1 and a bit rounds, and we kind of like fight each other's speed and strength, and we know what we're both good at. And I feel like I can't wait to go out there and just show the world that I am the best in the world. And like I said, he's definitely improved since we first fought. So have I. I feel like my last 3, 4 fights is perfect leading into this fight. It's kind of like stylistically similar to Little Usman, the Kobe's, that kind of fight. So I feel like he hasn't fought no one like me since me. So I feel like that will be the difference.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing if you look at your record. I mean, you're fighting number 2 right now. You beat number 1. You won the title from number 1, Usman. You defended against Usman. And then number 4, Colby Covington. So, you win this one. You got 1, 2, and 4. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Ian Gary. There's some really good opponents for you sitting out there now. And I guess that brings me to my question. Sometimes fighters become great after they beat great opponents.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this run you're on is going to help your status in terms of the all-time ranks when people look back on your career because of who you're beating during this run that you're on, this list of impressive fighters? Do you think that's going to make a difference in how you're perceived long-term?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the you're just as good as the opponent you beat. So I feel like going out there, knocking out the pound for pound number 1, Kamaru Usman, and the Colbys and people like that. I feel like all this is adds to your resume, right? Or adds to your legacy. And so yeah, that's my main aim. Want to beat all these guys, and hopefully I get to move up one day and try and challenge for that middleweight strap.
So that's something you feel like is legitimate for you, and do you feel like you could build your body to a point where you would carry the weight comfortably?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I feel like I'm quite a tall welterweight anyway. I walk around quite high as well. So, yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility, and obviously got to do it correctly. But that's definitely a possibility for sure.
Do the Covington fight? Colby has that shtick with everything that he does, right? But the comments about your family and the stuff he said. do you feel like it was getting over a hurdle, and did that make you better being able to beat not only Colby, who is a great fighter, but he's also good at taking people off their game plan and kind of getting into their heads? The fact that you not only stuck to your game plan, but then you didn't let what he said about your father affect you. Do you feel like that took you to another level when you look back on it?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's fighting is both mental and physical. I feel like you have to be able to control your emotions when it's time to compete. I feel like I said Kobe is good at going out there talking shit and trying to get under your skin, and he definitely did that. But I was able to, like I said, control my emotions, go out there, fight smart, and get the victory.
Can you? I know you've talked about it a lot, but I just want to hear you answer this question. When he said what he said, and you hear that, like, how did you keep yourself calm? Like, what was your first reaction? What was your
Anger.
body?
I feel like anger was the first reaction. Just wanted to like also get to him, and also went back with my team and kind of just like spoke to my family and everyone, and kind of just like calm me down because at the time I was like furious, and that would have played into his hands. So I feel like after going back, speaking to my team, speaking to my family, and just remembering why we're here and what we need to go out there and get done. And I feel that that's what I was able to do.
Talking about Belal, everybody knows that he's got fantastic wrestling. Do you feel like his striking has come along? Like I thought his performance against Sean Brady, maybe Brady wasn't at his best when they fought at UFC 280, but he stopped Sean Brady, who had been looking pretty good. And I just pulled up his record while you were talking there, and you look at some of the strikers: Brady, Vicente Luque, Stephen Thompson. So he has been in there with guys, who like yourself are considered great strikers. Do you feel like his striking is underrated and is something that you have to be seriously ready for?
Um, I feel like it's definitely improved a little bit, but I feel like you got to remember, like, Luke and the Luke from back in the day, Wonder Boy ain't the Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy's like 41 now, 40 years old. These are not me, I am young, 32 years old. I'm going into my prime, full of confidence. Just became champion by knocking out the pound number one. It's two different mentalities and two different kind of guys you're going against, So what it has improved a little bit, but like I said, they're not me. I feel that is a difference, and he knows it, and we won't go out there. I'll show it.
I know fighters don't like to talk about what might be coming up next, and you mentioned fighting at middleweight, but I want to ask you this: what do you think is the money fight for you in the welterweight division if you get past Belal? Do you think it's Shavkat, who everybody thinks is this scary monster, or do you think Ian Gary? Ian Gary's been looking good. He had a
Yeah,
nice win against Michael Page, and he has the talk and all that. Obviously that would be a big fight in the UK, I would imagine.
yeah. As far as money, I don't think there's no really big money fights right now in the welterweight division. Also there's tough opponents in the division, but there's no big star, that would add value, more value. Shavkat obviously is a good talent. Everyone's going on about him. Also Ian Gary, we trained together before. So there's a story behind that as well. But like I said, I'm focused on Bilal right now. Go out there, I take care of business next weekend, and after that, let's see where the cookie crumbles.
So how does it end? Do you get a finish in this one? Do you feel like you're going to be able to finish him? Given how you fought him the first time and the success you had in round one, do you feel like this will be round two and we kind of start all
Yeah.
over from that
Yeah,
point?
that is my mentality. It's gonna be round two going forward. That is my mentality, and I'm going out there for the finish. I feel like he's there for it. I feel like it's tailor made for me the way he fights, and I'm going for the finish for sure.
Awesome. That is Leon Edwards. He will be main eventing UFC 304. It's a great card, a couple good fights on there. Really looking forward to seeing Tom Aspinall
Yeah,
and Curtis Blades go at it as well. Leon, all the best to you, brother. I appreciate
good
you.
man.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
See ya.
Uh,